In this video, you'll discover how to build high quality backlinks with HARO using 5 advanced link building tactics that I've learned from months of HARO outreach. And you'll discover how to squeeze HARO for every single link building opportunity that's actually worth your time so that you're as efficient as possible. So make sure you watch all the way to the end if you want to discover these 5 link building tactics. By the way, before we jump in, please make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss another link building tutorial from me. And if you have any questions, drop a comment below and I'll be happy to help. So the first thing I do is measure your conversion rates. So track your HARO responses in a spreadsheet along with the name of the website, the date, the domain rating of that website. So by tracking your HARO responses on a spreadsheet, you can see, okay, how many responses you send versus how many links you get back. And then you can also measure the average DR of the links back. So at least if it's low, you can change that and tweak the process. Or if it's high, at least you can see, okay, great, you're getting some really good results now. And then you can track the date also because you can then see how quickly your links are coming through. So, sometimes it can take weeks or even months before you get links back from HARO, and it's better to track that on the spreadsheet. So at least then you get a picture of how long it takes for links to come through. So then you can look at your conversion rates and you can see your responses along the way, along with your progress so far. And you can also ask yourself questions such as, what can you do to improve the quality of your responses? Next up, make sure you filter your HARO responses and check the quality of the links and the relevance of the link before you start applying for it. Because it's easy to jump into your HARO emails and start responding to every single query. But the problem is that although it feels like you're taking action and you're making progress, there's many low quality websites on there that aren't really going to move the needle when it comes to link building. So you might as well filter those out before you start wasting your time. I'd also avoid the sources that are anonymous, because if you don't know the quality of that website and you don't know how authoritative it is, then is it really worth your time applying to it? Also, focus on websites that are high DR only, because when it comes to link building, you want to make sure that you get links from high quality websites that are authoritative, and therefore I'd aim for around DR 30 or higher. So let me quickly show you how to filter out low quality websites from high authority ones using HARO emails. So if we scroll down, HARO will show us the source of the website, so you can see it here. And let's do a test one. So if we type that into Ahrefs here, it'll basically give us a picture, okay, how authoritative is the website, how much domain rating does it have, and how much organic traffic is that website getting. And if you type this one into Ahrefs, you can see that it doesn't get any organic traffic, it doesn't have a domain rating yet, and therefore, if you're an authoritative website already and you want to move the link building needle, you probably wouldn't respond to this HARO response simply because it doesn't have enough authority right now. I mean, it might do in the future and it might move the needle in the future, but right now it's probably not worth your time. So here's another quick little hack that will save you a lot of time when you're link building with HARO, and this is simply to filter out all the relevant link building opportunities for you. So for example, with HARO, you're going to get emails every single day. They're not always going to be relevant to your niche, and therefore you're not always going to find link building opportunities. So how do you quickly filter out the HARO responses that are relevant to you? Well, simply type in HARO plus the keyword that your niche is related to, and then this will filter out all the HARO responses that are relevant to your niche. And then you can click on the latest one and you can see, okay, here's a HARO inquiry about insurance, therefore it's relevant to me, and therefore I should potentially apply to it. And if you click on it, it will take you straight there. And then once you're done, all you have to do is quickly bookmark the page, and therefore you have it saved for whenever you need to come back to it. And if you just want to check that every day or every other day, you've got it there. It will save you a lot of time, and it will filter out the irrelevant responses that you don't need to check or you don't need to reply to. Tip number 4 is to make sure that you're as time efficient as possible when it comes to managing responses on HARO, because at the end of the day, you only have so much time. Time is money, and you don't want to spend your whole day responding to HARO inquiries, especially when you have more important things to do. And not just that, but every HARO response has a deadline too. And if you don't respond quickly enough to that deadline, you're not going to get the link back, and therefore you've spent all your time writing a response and not submitting the HARO response in time for the deadline, which is going to waste a lot of time and you're not going to get the link. Also, applying for HARO jobs isn't the most exciting or glamorous job in the world. So how can you make sure that you're as time efficient as possible when it comes to managing responses on HARO? Well, essentially you want to template every single thing that you can. So create a canned response, and you can see my recent video on text expanders if you want to learn more about saving time with canned responses. But basically every single HARO response usually follows the same formula. So you include your website, who you are, a bit about why your response is relevant to the opportunity you're going after. And it's very easy to create a template response that you can just quickly fill in. It will save you a lot of time, especially when you're doing this every single day. So that's something I definitely recommend. And you should check out my other video on text expanders if you want to learn more about this. Another thing to make sure that you're doing is just check your inbox once per day when it comes to HARO, because your inbox will suck up all your time. And if you're wasting it all on HARO responses and replying to emails, it's going to suck up a lot of your time. It's going to destroy your productivity. And therefore, I recommend closing your inbox and don't check it again that day once you've responded to HARO emails. Personally, my team, they respond to HARO emails in the morning. They do it once per day. And then also make sure you've signed up only to the relevant categories on HARO. Don't waste your time with the others. The final thing that I recommend is outsourcing your HARO responses as soon as possible, okay? So HARO is very easy to outsource, and you could do this by paying per link or even paying by response. And whatever you do, it can be very results-based, so it's easy to outsource. And also, the person who's replying doesn't need to be an expert on the topic. They just need to provide a valuable response that's interesting and newsworthy. And this way, when you outsource HARO link building, you can easily scale up and start seeing bigger results quickly. And the thing is as well, if you have multiple websites, then you definitely want to outsource this as soon as possible and get your team working on it, because you don't want to spend all your time responding to HARO inquiries. So that's it from me and my 5 advanced link building tactics for HARO. Now, if you put these strategies into action, you will definitely see better results. So they'll save you time, they'll make link building easier with HARO, and you'll find better ways to optimize them. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions about HARO or link building in general, drop me a comment below and I'll be happy to help. Smash a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss another link building tutorial.